Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Inshallah, today we will be studying about gratitude towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the blessings that are given to us and how to take advantage of these blessings and use them as an opportunity to make our hereafter better, to earn rewards through them instead of just wasting them. Let's study the hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned, take advantage of 5 matters before 5 other matters. Number 1, your youth before your old age. Number 2, your health before your sickness. Number 3, your wealth before your poverty. Number 4, your free time before you become busy. And number 5, your life before your death. So this is giving us a roadmap of how our life is, how we should spend our life, and that everything is a phase. Ask ourselves, which phase am I in and how am I using it? So let's study. Number 1, your youth before your old age. So what do young people usually think about? Their career or their education or their entertainment or their friends or jobs, house that they want to do in future, things like that. Mostly they are into these things. Some young people think about akhirah, some people who think about worship. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them extra rewards compared to the old people worshipping. Why? Because they have very busy life, they have many important things to do, and they fight all those fitna, all those distractions, and spend time in the worship of Allah. So Allah values their worship. Also, a hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that on the day of judgment there will be 7 categories of people under the shade of the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and one of those categories will be of young people whose hearts would be in the mosque during their lifetime, meaning they gave preference to spend more time in masjid, doing salah over there, indulging in activities over there, instead of looking for the next cinema and theater and restaurants, etc. Then the second thing is your health before your sickness, which means that we sympathize with the people who are sick, but we do not realize that how much blessed we are if we are healthy. So also take care of your health, but also use this health, use this strength, use this energy for worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, adding more nawafil to your life before you become sick and you're just dealing with medications and the side effects of medications, or if the health issues are age related, then then your limbs are not so strong, you cannot stand in qiyam for so long, or you cannot do the sajda properly because of your knees and all those things, and you cannot see properly, you cannot memorize things properly, you cannot comprehend things so properly. So take advantage of your health. Also, one way of being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when we spend those blessings in the way of Allah, correct? So another hadith that supports this idea is that Rasulullah mentioned good health and free time are 2 blessings that many people fail to make the most of. So we don't realize until unless, God forbid, we lose the good health. Some people would get into an accident and then the next day they are bedridden or they are wheelchair stuck. Then what do? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us. But when you're healthy, be very grateful about the health. Then the third one is your wealth before your poverty. Usually people tend to think that wealth means to be a millionaire or something like that. No, there is a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam which mentions that if you're comparing yourself in the worldly things, in the material things, and look at those people who are lower than you, and if you're comparing yourself in the religion, in the knowledge of Islam, then compare yourself, look at those who are above you. So think about those people who are struggling to find that job or who are working day and night to be able to get food on the table or to be able to pay rent or the school fees. And be grateful and use this money to help people, to give more charity, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give you reward. Then the fourth one is your free time before you become busy. This is a really important one. Most of us, even if when we are free, we just think that we are busy. Why? Because we are spending this time in complete wastage. What are some examples in which we waste our time? Spending on phone, looking at reels and shorts and social media, taking pictures and then choosing one to put over there, or spending hours and hours in kitchen, which is mubah, it is not haram, but spending so much time over there and not being able to earn more knowledge in Islam because you don't get time to attend those lectures, or you don't have time to listen to something, or don't have time to do zikr or add more nawafil to your schedule. So what else do? We spend time in shopping mall. It's mubah. it's not haram. But spending so long doing these things that are wasteful, that are not going to add anything to our hereafter. So stop wasting time discussing the fashion trends with your friends. Spend more time in what can be useful for your akhirah. Memorize the du'as, memorize some of the ayats. And then the last one is, and your life before your death. This is also very important, because in Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has reminded us multiple times that as soon as people will see the punishments of the akhirah, they will beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send them back to the world one more time, and they promise that they will do everything right, but they will not be given this chance. This is our chance. This reminder is our chance that we have to spend this life in a best way possible. We have to use this opportunity. So spend every day as if this is your last day on the earth.